Today we will be starting a new lesson and you'll be learning about finding the area of a geometric shape. We'll also be learning to find out what would be the correct units that you should use when you are trying to find the area of a shape. If you remember, yesterday we started with a topic called perimeter. Okay? How many of you remember what is the perimeter of a shape? What is the perimeter? If I am asking you to find the perimeter of a shape, what am I really asking you to do? What am I really asking you to do? Mariah?
It's the measure around the shape.
So it is the measure around a shape. I am going around on the outside of the shape. And we had some words that we learned yesterday, including perimeter, complex figure, and units. And we'll add to our vocabulary today. So our first word today is area. How many of you have heard this word before? Area. Have you heard someone use the word area? Okay, I see a lot of you have heard this word before. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and in your table groups, go ahead and discuss what do you think is an area of a shape. What do you think is area? Go ahead, discuss it as a table group.
Yeah, it's like a square.
So what do you think is the area?
The area, yeah, like the area is like around the inside, like around the middle.
In the middle and on the inside? Okay. Okay, and what do you think is the area of shape?
The small little squares inside the shape.
I saw that a lot of you got a chance to discuss. Who would like to share what your group discussed? What do you think is the area of a shape? What is the area? Kobe.
Would you agree that the area was in the inside of the square?
It's the inside of a square, and that's what your group agreed. Okay, great. Thank you for using great academic language, Kobe. What else? Who else would like to share? Did anyone else get a chance?
It's in the inside of the shape.
It's the inside of any shape. Okay. Does someone agree or disagree with what Angel just shared? Gabe?
Disagree with Angel because I think the area is a measure of a shape on the inside.
It's the measure of the shape on the inside, so you disagree? You feel like it's different from what Angel is saying? In what way? Angel, would you like to share something, what you just said again with Gabe? Go ahead, share.
The area is inside of a shape.
Okay. And what do you think, Gabe, it is?
The number of square units.
It's the number of square units. Okay, so I see that you're using the term square units. Excellent. Going back to the area, if you remember, we had our field here, and just imagine if I am trying to fill up all of this space. Okay, all of this space, maybe planting grass or doing something else in here. This would be the area of the rectangle that we have. Okay, it's the space inside a shape. So we'll go ahead and write our first definition. Area is the space inside a shape. And if you notice, the perimeter was the distance around a shape. So it was kind of like the outside boundary of that shape. What shape is this? Can someone help me? What shape is this? Raimundo?
A rectangle.
It's a rectangle. Let's go ahead and label our rectangle A, B, C, D. So I have a rectangle A, B, C, D. How many sides does a rectangle have? How many sides does a rectangle have? Maritza?
4.
Correct. It has 4 sides and 4 angles. When we are learning about area, does anyone remember what is this side called? Does anyone remember? What is this called? Remember, all of these are sides. This is a side, this is one side, this is one side, and this is the other side. What is this side called? Does anyone remember? Okay, well, go ahead and call this the base, which is another word you're learning today. Now look at this one, this side. Does anyone know what this is called? Samson?
Height?
Correct. This is called the height of the rectangle. Okay? And the height of the rectangle, there's something really important you need to keep in mind. The height of the rectangle is always perpendicular to the base. Who remembers what perpendicular means? We've discussed this word before. Perpendicular, remember? This is a perpendicular line segment. What does the word perpendicular mean? Who would like to try? Maritza?
It's a shape that you could draw an even square with.
It is a shape, but if we are talking about angle, what kind of an angle would a perpendicular line make? Does anyone remember what kind of angle would a perpendicular line make? Tatiana? It will make a right angle, and what's another term for right angle? What's another term for right angle? How much is a right angle equal to? How much is a right angle equal to, Anthony?
90 degrees.
That's correct. It's equal to 90 degrees. Now that you know what area is and what the base and height are, go ahead, take 3 minutes. Think, what are the real life uses of area? That means, why are we learning about area today? How do you think you'll be able to use area in your real life? Or if you've seen your parents use the term area to figure out something, how are they using it? Because we went ahead and we tried to find out some real life uses of perimeter, and we were thinking of, if I want to put a fence around a yard, or if I want to put a wallpaper border, or if I want to build a path around the park. Those are some things that I'll need to find the perimeter for. What do you think you'll need to find the area for? What are some things you'll need to find the area for? I'll give you 3 minutes to make a list of as many things as you can think of as a table group. Talk to your table group and see how many different areas you can find where you can use the area of a shape.
We also have to, when we were making the classroom, we also have to find the area of the desk. One of them I came up with is the area in a backyard or in a room. And Nikki said the Bay Area.
Oh, okay, the Bay Area. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see, who would like to start first? Who would like to share? And you can share your own idea, or you can report on behalf of your group. It's your choice. Let's see. And I'm hoping everyone would be able to share something that they discuss as part of their discussion right now. Starting with table group number 5. Okay? And Janet, would you like to share something? What did your table group discuss? Where do you think you can use area in real life? Okay, so you can probably try and figure out the area of a bedroom. Okay. From table group 4, who would like to share? Raimundo.
Like on the cafeteria floor.
Okay, so you're starting to find out the size of the cafeteria floor. Why do you think you might need to know that? How can you use that?
Because it also has some small squares.
It has some small squares, which are probably the tiles on the cafeteria floor. And if we need to replace the tiles, we'll need to know the area of the floor. So it's tiles on the floor. You need to be able to find the area. Okay. Would anyone else like to share? Lysander.
A desk.
A desk. How much area you have on top of your desk? Okay. What else would you need to know? Okay, Ashley. You can use area to measure units, okay? Or it could be the other way around. You need to have a unit of measure in order to be able to find the area, okay? But we'll get back to that, okay? Anyone else? Think about this room, okay? Why would I need to find the area of this room? How would that help me? How would that help me? Mariah?
Oh. Well, I was gonna say carpet for the family room.
Carpet for the family room, or maybe carpet for this room, the classroom, okay? So if you need to replace the carpet, you have to find out the area of a room so that you know how much carpet you need to buy. What else? What else can we use area for? Maritza?
Maybe inside a box, if you're putting stuff away, you want to know how much space there is.
How much space there is. That's interesting. You're filling up a box, so there will be a third dimension. Remember, we're only talking about two things, space and height, or a two-dimensional figure or a geometric shape right now. When we start filling up completely boxes, that's more like talking about a third dimension, and that would probably be a volume problem instead of an area problem. But good try. Okay, Marquise.
See what stuff could fit like in the room.
Oh, okay, so how much area you have in the room? Do you have enough area to fit in different types of furniture and things like that? Okay, so it's probably area of a bedroom or area of any room. Lysander?
The ceiling?
The ceiling. Okay, maybe I need to paint the ceiling and I need to figure out the area of the ceiling. This is really interesting because now this tells us that it's not only the floor that you can measure to find the area, it's also the ceiling. Maybe I need to buy paint and I need to know how much paint do I need to buy. What's the area of the ceiling I have so that I can buy that much paint? Area of the ceiling to paint. Okay. What about the walls? Can I also find the area of the wall? Yeah. I can. Okay. What about if I need to cover the bulletin board? Okay. I already have a border there. I need to figure out what size paper I would need or how much is the area that I am covering. And for that purpose, even the walls will have an area. It's not always the floor. You can find the area of the wall. You can find the area of the ceiling. Okay? And on that note, I want you to look at your area formula workbook that you have in the middle of your desk. You'll find one. Please take one.